So you're studying higher order polynomials and you need to remember the end behavior, meaning is it pointing up or down on the left and the right ends of the polynomial? Well, one of the best ways to remember this is to tie it in with things you already know. If you're studying higher order polynomials, then you've already studied lines and parabolas, and it turns out that lines and parabolas are polynomials. So check this out. Even degree polynomials are like parabolas because parabolas are an even degree polynomial. So if you can remember what parabolas do, it will extend to every other even degree polynomial. If the leading coefficient is positive, it is not flipped over. If the leading coefficient is negative, it is. So this is tapping into what you know about transformations on parabolas. If the leading coefficient is positive, the parabola looks like this. If the leading coefficient is negative, it is flipped over. So for example, if you look at this polynomial here, the degree is even because it is 6 and the leading coefficient is negative. So what that means is the polynomial is going to behave on its ends like a flipped over parabola. Now, while the polynomial might be doing different things in here, the end behavior will be the same. So the left is pointing down and the right is also pointing down. Odd degree polynomials are like lines because lines are polynomials of degree 1. So if you can remember what lines do, you can extend that to other polynomials. If the leading coefficient is positive, it's like having a positive slope, and the graph will look like this at the ends. If the leading coefficient is negative, it's like having negative slope, and the function will look like that at the ends. So for example, we have here a polynomial. It is degree 3, so it is odd, and the leading coefficient is positive. So that means that at its ends, it's going to behave like a line with positive slope. It might do other things in the middle, but the end will be the same. So in this case, the left will point down and the right will point up. And you can convert that into whatever notation your teacher requires. So I hope that this is a good way for you to remember the end behavior of polynomials.